Hello everyone and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I'm of course your host Aaron, and today we are talking about night 2 of WrestleMania. Was it better than the first? I would have to say yes, it was. But let's get rolling with a fresh edition of this guy right here, Aaron. WrestleMania Night 2, hands down, was completely different than Night 1. Why? Because there was more interesting matches, there was more intrigue, there were more things that you could talk about at the water cooler the next day, and we're going to talk about the matches right now, and whether or not my predictions. I know in my last video I never told you if they were good or bad until I put that pick up, but now I will tell you as we go on. So the first match, which I thought was going to be the show stealer, AJ Styles versus Logan Paul, that was not the banging match which I thought it was going to be. Even though it was good back and forth, it looked like there were a few spots that were a little botched, little miscues here and there. You could tell when they were talking to each other during the match, trying to get things on track. Though it wasn't the worst match on the card, I am going to unfortunately have to give this bad boy a down. That's right, it is getting a down. Let's just get right into one of the big surprises of the night, which I was not surprised at all. The WWE Women's Tag Team match, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Laura Valkyrie and her mysterious mystery partner. Is that like a double negative? Mysterious mystery partner? Anyway, it turned out to be Becky Lynch. Everybody knew it was going to be Becky Lynch once Bayley was injured, or the Bayley injury. We later found out, I don't know if you guys would read dirt sheets, Bayley wasn't really injured at all. She was never going to be on the WrestleMania card, which is kind of fucked up on WWE's end because Bayley busts her ass. But yes, here came Becky Lynch back into the WWE. Her and Laura Valkyrie pulled off the victory and did win the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. I'm going to give this sumbitch a down. Didn't really give a shit. They shouldn't change the titles. Laura Valkyrie is already the Intercontinental Champion. She's going to have to drop one of these titles. And I did not give the AJ Styles and Logan Paul the winner who won. It was Logan Paul after, I think, the pulverizer and a punch. All right, let's go to Randy Orton's Open Challenge. Okay, this was a little bit of a shocker. Everyone thought it was going to be someone really husky, and it turned out to be Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry from TNA, the world champion, made his appearance at WrestleMania, his first WrestleMania appearance, because he's really never been in WWE other than the Royal Rumble. This was terrible. Why was it terrible? Nobody thought that Joe Hendry was going to fucking beat Randy Orton. Down. Wasn't a good surprise either. Down, of course, Randy Orton was the winner of the match. Banger of a match I'm going to talk about right now, the Sin City Street Fight. Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. Look, I'm going to tell you this. Drew McIntyre beat the shit out of Damian Priest. Damian Priest got hit by several chair shots, several steel chair shots. Oh my God. I meant to say several steel steps. That's what he hit him with. Yeah, I don't really know how Damian Priest even recovered to try to get a couple of close falls on Drew McIntyre. Throughout the match, Drew McIntyre was going out of the ring and grabbing, I think it was his brother's phone and making Twitter, or I guess his X now posts or Instagram posts. So that was kind of funny and shit like that. Drew McIntyre won with a Claymore. At one point, I thought Damian Priest was going to get the better of Drew McIntyre. He threw a chair, but Drew McIntyre basically ate the chair or pushed the chair away. I don't know what happened. Maybe I sneezed when this was happening or shit like that. But anyway, Drew McIntyre picked up the win. I'm giving this sumbitch an up. Kept me interested. I like Drew McIntyre. The only thing that I did not like is that he did not have the eye patch. I know he got rid of the eye patch several weeks ago, but still, I would appreciate an eye patch. Intercontinental Championship match. Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Dominic Mysterio versus Finn Balor. This was probably a Great Fatal 4-Way. Braun Breaker murdered everybody with spears. Penta was doing some Penta moves. Dominic was doing some Dominic moves. Finn Balor did some Finn Balor moves. A lot of close calls in this match. Carlito did interfere. He got a spear from Braun Breaker from an announce desk that was like 15 feet away and shit like that. Michael Cole was having like a boner over it or shit like, I don't know. Came down to Braun Breaker getting, I think, he got a coup de grace by Finn Balor, or maybe he got, I think he hit a coup de grace on Braun Breaker, and as he was getting the pin on Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, Dominic did a frog splash from the top rope and took the, oh yeah, that's how it went, and won the title. He pinned Finn Balor. So what happened was, Braun speared Penta into the corner. Then Dominic did the 619 to Braun Breaker. And then Finn threw or pulled Dominic's leg on the rope when he was going to do a splash on the Braun. He did a coup de grace on the Braun, and as he went for the pin, that's when Dominic did the splash, hooked the leg on Finn. 1, 2, 3. Intercontinental Champion Dominic Mysterio, and the fans loved it. This dude went from a heel who got booed to fucking getting, hey, yeah, we love you, Dom, yeah. Wow. WWE Universe. You were easily swayed. John Cena is absolutely correct. The women's championship match, Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. This started off for night 2. Let me tell you something. This match was fucking fantastic. Now, this was the first match of the night that actually did win the same way as the Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental Championship. Bianca Belair had the pin on, Rhea Ripley had the pin on Bianca Belair, or maybe Bianca Belair had it on Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky did the moon over Sky and landed and pinned Bianca Belair for the 1, 2, 3 and retained the title. But the whole match was incredible. Go back, watch it. It set the tone for night 2, and the placement was perfect. And listen, it was a 20-minute match, and it was a 20-minute match of all highlights. Io Sky doing crazy flips, Rhea Ripley just grabbing the shit of Io Sky when she's flipping at, doing flips off the top rope. You had Bianca Belair muscling this shit up. It was good. I'm giving that a clap. And it's getting an up, and I did not give the Intercontinental Championship match an up as well. That's right. Sorry, there's 2 ups. Just telling you, this card was fire. Drew McIntyre, did I give that an up or down? If I forgot, it's getting an up anyway. And finally, let's talk about the Undisputed Championship match. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. Now, if you didn't think John Cena was going to walk away with the title, you're an idiot. Of course John Cena has to walk away with the title. He needs to break the record, and that is what he did. He pinned Cody for the 1, 2, 3. Not even after the attitude adjustment, after striking him with the World Championship belt. Husky finish. And yeah, we had the little shitty interference of Travis Scott, but he really didn't do shit. Cody Rhodes got him like in a crossroads, and that was about it. Oh yeah, he did pull the ref out of the ring at one point. But this was a great match. Cody got a lot of Cody cutters in. They looked kind of sloppy. I don't know if that was John Cena's angle or his fault, I should say, or Cody's. But they just looked really awkward and weird. John Cena was busting out a couple more moves than his 5 moves of doom. So that was pretty sweet. I think he got he did something off the top rope too. I don't know, maybe. I don't remember. He did a little shoulder tackle. And a little bit of some mat moves and shit like that. But yeah, it came down to Cody having the belt in his hand and deciding whether or not he wanted to be a heel and hit Cena with the title or drop the title, and Cena took advantage. Low blow, taking some notes from Paul Heyman there, from night 1, and then hit him with the title belt. Ref miraculously got up and was like, hey! I should have said there was a ref bump. And the ref got in the ring. 1, 2, 3. Here is your winner and new Undisputed Champion, John Cena. Bam, bam, bam. Your time is up. Your time is now. You can't see me. My time is now. Still don't like John Cena, but I'm glad he did win because I can't really stand Cody either. And guess what, everybody? This is Getting It Up. That's right, it is Getting It Up. My name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me with 8 Minutes with Aaron. I will see you next time when we go over more stuff, more things, and of course, more of me. Because who else would you have here? I'll see y'all later. Bye.